Tonight's WWE Raw has absolutely went off the damn rails. And we have got developing news on a top superstar reportedly suffering a serious medical scare backstage, but wasn't in a scary moment the way we opened up Monday Night Raw with Braun Breaker's destruction. And what about the domination of Oba Femi later on the night of the War Raiders? What about the revenge of L.A. Knight? What about the Bella Twins back on Monday Night Raw? Your review, your insights, your comments about what we saw, what we got, what we witnessed on the Red Brain of Raw on Monday night on Netflix tonight. Was it a hot Raw? Was it a sour Raw? Was it a cold Raw? Was it a chill Raw? Was it a fire Raw? Was it boring? Was it dull? What would you sum up? What words would you use to describe tonight's Monday Night Raw? Penta was also in ring action tonight on the Red Brand. Major rewrites hitting Monday Night Raw in real time. Remember, for more videos like this, like, hype, subscribe, click the bell, and turn on all notifications for more videos like this. And on top of that, the Bella Twins are officially back in the tag team division, the tag team ranks of the WWE, and sources say they are coming straight for the Women's Tag Team Championships. We also have huge updates on Brock Lesnar's future, Dominic Mysterio's return, Oba Femi's Raw debut tonight, Jey Uso firing back at fans, and the big question, where is Bianca Belair? And we all saw what happened with Roman Reigns tonight on Raw. The OTC, the man that won the Royal Rumble, returned to Monday Night Raw tonight. We're breaking it all down as it unfolds, so stick around because there's plenty more where this came from. Remember to donate below with a super chat, a super thanks donation, or becoming a channel member to help save and secure my future right here on YouTube.com. Again, your Raw review in the comment section of the video. Welcome back to the channel, the number one source for the news that the corporate machines don't want you to know. We have to start with the elephant in the room. The mood backstage at Raw right now can only be described as panic mode because of what Braun Breaker's doing, the return of the Bella Twins, the absolute devastation of Oba and his Raw debut. My phone has been blowing up for the past few hours. Usually when we hear about chaos at Raw, it's just creative stuff. It's Triple H changing a finish. It's a writer forgetting a segment. But this, ladies and gentlemen, well, this, quite frankly, is different. Sources on the ground are telling me that a medical emergency occurred earlier today involving a major name in the industry, in the WWE, a past name. I am not going to drop the name yet because we have to verify the facts first, but understand this is not a storyline. This is not a work, viewers, fans, and subscribers. I can assure you of that right now. This is a real-life situation that has shaken the entire room, the locker room to its core, and we are just weeks and weeks away from WrestleMania 42. The road to WrestleMania started immediately after the Royal Rumble. And what about what Gunther did tonight? What about what he did? Acting like, being like, coming out like AJ Styles tonight on Raw. Gunther, you gotta be kidding me, right? But because of this scary health situation, the entire script for tonight was shredded. And I'm hearing the entire second hour of the show is currently blank. Writers are we're scrambling to fill time. We might see longer matches. We might see extended promo segments. If the show feels a little bit weird or off tonight, if the pacing feels off, this would be why, ladies and gentlemen. But in the middle of the darkness and the chaos, there is massive ray of light for the women's division, and that is the scoop everyone is going to be talking about. Nikki and Brie, the Bella Twins, are back together as one. Unified they stand, divided that they will fall. Let that sink in for one moment. We thought they were done. We thought they were retired. But with Raw and Netflix, the game has changed for about a year now. Netflix wants the stars. They want crossover appeal. They want mainstream eyes, and that is exactly what they are getting. And there is nobody in the history of the women's division with more mainstream juice than the Bellas. My sources have confirmed me. This isn't just a camo. They aren't here to just wave at the crowd and promote a podcast or a show. No. They're not here to talk about old times. They are here for the Women's Tag Team Championships. And honestly, the division needs them. Think about the tag team division right now. It's hotter than it's ever been. Injecting the Bella Twins into the title picture instantly makes the top belts matter again. But I want to know what you guys think, the viewers, the fans, the subscribers. Drop a comment right now. Are you hyped for the Bella run in 2026 coming out of Raw tonight? Or do you think they are taking spots away from the younger talents coming up from NXT? Let me know. I will be reading every comment, hearting, and I'll be responding to the best ones. Now, I'm speaking of huge names in uncertain futures. Let's talk about the Beast, Brock Lesnar. The original plan, according to the dirt sheets and my own sources, was for Brock Lesnar to be the focal point on the road to WrestleMania. But the chatter has now shifted. The word retirement is getting thrown around way too closely for my liking. We have been hearing whispers and rumblings about a SummerSlam 2026 retirement match since the start of the year for the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. If Brock is not on the show tonight, especially with the roster already thin due to the medical situation, you have to start asking questions. Is the WWE holding him for a bigger moment? Or are the negotiations for his final run hitting a snag? Will the chaos backstage today, if Brock Lesnar walks out through that curtain, it will save the show again with all this chaos, with all the bedlam, with all the mayhem going on backstage, the rewrites, heart attack scares. If he doesn't, if Lesnar doesn't, we might be looking at a very different WrestleMania card than we thought. And if the old guard is stepping back, the new guard is kicking the door open. Let's talk about Oba. If you watch NXT, you know the guy is a problem. He had a massive performance in the Royal Rumble and even had even more dangerous performance on Monday Night Raw tonight with the Viking Raiders or the War Raiders. He is physically undeniable, and I am hearing that, well, at that time I was hearing he was backstage. Obviously, we saw him on Raw tonight. And he was in ring gear, as the world saw. And with the rewrites happening because of medical emergency, I fully expect Oba to make his main roster debut tonight, which is what the world saw. They need some fillers. Send Oba out there and let him wreck someone for 5 minutes, which is exactly what he did to the War Raiders. It's an easy win. It establishes a new monster, and it distracts the crowd from the backstage issues that is plaguing Raw tonight. Also expected back tonight, again, not confirmed, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Finally. The show has been severely lacking heat without him, but that's where Gunther steps up. That's where Gunther steps up to the plate, ladies and gentlemen. Dom has been cleared for action, and the expectation is he slides right back into the Judgment Day drama. Also, what did you think about the backstage vignette? The little promo by Finn Balor about respect, about wanting the world's heavyweight championship. Now, I'm curious to see if they acknowledge his absence or just act like Dom never left. But Dom isn't the only one dealing with drama. Let's talk about Jey Uso. Let's talk about the Yeet Man, the man that won last year's Royal Rumble. The Yeet movement is facing some backlash, fam. After the Royal Rumble, social media turned on Jey, and usually wrestlers ignore the hate. They stay in character, but Jey has been firing back. He has been arguing with fans on Twitter. Is this a work? Is he laying the groundwork for a heel turn, or is the pressure finally getting to him? Is the Yeet about to turn into heel heat? When a top babyface starts fighting with the paying customers, that is usually a sign that the character change is indeed forthcoming. Keep an eye on the body language tonight. If he looks frustrated, it's not acting. And finally, the biggest mystery of 2026 so far, where is Bianca Belair? Where was she in the Royal Rumble? Where was the surprise? Where was the Mecca returns? The EST of WWE was noticeably absent from the Rumble. We also saw the return of Chad Gable on Raw tonight, as he was at the Royal Rumble as well. But the EST of WWE not advertised for Raw. She is going dark on social media. Is this a contract dispute? Is Hollywood calling her name? Is she got something else on her plate? Or is she dealing with an injury that the WWE is keeping top secret? Now, we know she was injured, but she was supposed to return already. A WrestleMania without Bianca Belair feels wrong. But right now, it's looking like a real possibility, especially that Bianca Belair was not in the Royal Rumble. We are going to be monitoring that situation all week long. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Remember to hype the video. Remember to become a channel member. It's so crucial and so important to this channel's future. Make sure you are subscribed. And as soon as we get an update on the medical situation backstage, it would appear as if that medical situation appeared to be to one of the greatest writers in the history of the WWE creative team, Vince Russo's father, suffering flu and a heart attack. Your thoughts, your comments, and our prayers go out to Vince Russo, his family, and, of course, his dad, who suffered a massive flu and a huge heart attack, but he's still living to tell about it. So there you go. And of us, as we all know, Vince Russo, one of the greatest creative writers in the Attitude Era of WWE. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about it, it's going to be a bumpy ride, folks. Make no mistake about it. Buckle up. I'm Sean's Entertainment. Don't believe the dirt sheets. Believe the source. And as they always say here on Sean View, if it weren't for you, there certainly would be no Sean View. We compact you. We bring you in. We solidify it on the unapologetic, brash, and brazen. And ladies and gentlemen, here on the show, we break it down. The WWE Raw results, the highlights, and what you thought were the key moments. Of course, a women's Philadelphia street fight went down. It happened. It occurred. The whole world saw it tonight. The Women's World Championship match under Philadelphia street fight rules. And boy, did these women take it to another level. Boy, did they escalate it tonight on Raw. I am fully in for this one. Also, Gunther massively trolls fans again with his AJ Styles entrance during tonight's Monday Night Raw. Also, with Braun Breaker demanding answers on Raw after the Royal Rumble mystery attacker incident. Who's behind the mask? Who's in the black suit? Was it Finn Balor? Was it Austin Theory? Was it the Raw general manager himself? Again, Finn Balor? Could have been Finn Balor because, again, he was told you're not in the Rumble. We have no place for you. Also, WWE releases backstage Royal Rumble footage of Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman after the Masked Man attack. Here's a good one. Here's a big one, guys. Dean Malenko's daughter makes her in-ring debut at Pro Wrestling Noah's Monday Magic. Kudos to Dean Malenko's daughter. We all know Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holds in WCW. Also, ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, Ava's WWE exit, her release from the WWE, actually caught everyone off guard, according to those in the know. Royce Key edits social media photo to remove AEW logo following his debut in the WWE. We all know Royce Keys, known as Powerhouse Hobbs, and AEW is now officially in the WWE. And what do you think is going to be the future and the fate of Royce Keys on Raw? Last minute match revealed for the February 2nd Raw in Philadelphia. NJPW star signs a major contract for AEW, being leaked and exposed online right now. Triple H's message has leaked to Royce Keys before his WWE debut revealed. Again, you can check that out for yourself online right now. The future is so bright, we're going to have to wear shades, ladies and gentlemen. An absent WWE star spotted arriving at Raw in Philadelphia, that being Jey Uso. Will he make his presence felt tonight on Raw? Big Jim. Also, WWE fan issues an apology after Roxanne Perez heckling incident at Saturday night's main event. Again, a WWE fan issues an apology. Also, Royce Keys breaks silence after his Royal Rumble debut with a 2-word message. Also, we're talking about some scrap. We're talking about some canceled plans, some plans that were removed. According to the dirt sheets, the websites, the newsletters at this time, remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell for more videos like this. AEW scrap plans for a major Kenny Omega match following his injury. And Becky Lynch reveals status for WWE Raw after Royal Rumble meltdown. And again, Jey Uso posted that cryptic message amid fan hate toward Roman Reigns after Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble. And boy, was Roman Reigns rumbling on Raw tonight in Philadelphia. Adam Pearce slams racist comments after congratulating Bad Bunny after the Grammy Awards. Also, Ava announces she's selling her NXT gear following her exit from the WWE. How much will that go up for, and how much will it be, and who will wear, and who will win, and who will buy Ava's NXT gear? WWE confirms WrestleMania 42. SmackDown and Raw date locations that being spilled and unveiled online right now for those that are interested. So this is where we're at. This is what we've got up to at this stage of the game. At this point, Sean's View Entertainment. Again, your Raw review, your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. Remember to hype. Remember to like. Remember to donate. Super chat, super stickers, donating, formulating, whatever you got to do, you got to bring it right here. Because Sean Entertainment is working around the clock, because I believe in my viewers, my fans, my subscribers. Because even if there is a divide, we will always slide right on in. Because there ain't a damn thing anybody can do about it. Click the bell and subscribe. Plenty more to come. It's all about you in the comments section. Later.